Hey guys, welcome back to 50 Days of Fantasy. Today we're talking about Neil Erasmus from the Fremantle Dockers, a 22-year-old midfielder by trade. He played 16 games last year at an average of 56.8 with a high score of 95 and a lot of low scores there, his lowest being 16 last year. So it doesn't sound great, but if you look, I've tweaked the stats here a little bit. Instead of showing his 120 plus scores, I'm going to show you how many times Neil Erasmus has been substituted in his career so far. I think he's only played like 35 or 40 games maybe. And in that time, he has been substituted 17 times in his career, whether it's on or off. And when he does get on the park, he is either on in the third quarter or he's off in the first quarter, So he hasn't had that time at AFL level. And I think with the sub rule being out of play this year, he is going to be one of the biggest benefactors of the new rule. Getting on the park is just the biggest step for a player like him. He just needs to get on the park and we'll see him improve. It's as simple as that. So the sky's the limit, I feel, for Neil Erasmus. He's just an accumulating midfielder, very, very slick and smooth. Gets the CBAs at waffle level and was an absolute stud there for the last few years, averaging well over 100. And still, 22 years of age and a top 10 draft pick, I believe, from like 4 years ago or so. So a real sharp young gun to look out for. The depth there is obviously the other issue. So Andrew Brayshaw, Caleb Sarong at the top there, leading the charge in the midfield. Matthew Johnson, similar age to Erasmus, has had a bit more game time than him, though, so is expected to have a bit more of an average. Didn't get subbed off nearly as much. Shy Bolton is there, but he's also a forward option. Hayden Young is supposed to be in there, but I haven't seen the hype that we've expected from him yet. He's been a bit injured himself. Also, possibly a defender status coming in for him if he goes into the back line. Nathan O'Driscoll there, another bull that is up and coming. So another one that he got on the park at least last year. Wasn't quite the sub as much as Erasmus, but a few young guns at Freo to look out for here. Jaeger O'Meara is not one of them. He is 31 years old now. Always worried that his knee's going to explode or something from the Hawk days. But he was averaging 61 last year and on and off as well. So don't expect much from him. Then you got Murphy Reid and Jeremy Sharp there, who did get the games last year. But Reid is a little bit raw still, but has obviously got a lot of flair to him. And Jeremy Sharp there is a wingman. Don't think he's going to get heaps of CBA. So I don't know. Neil Erasmus, again, with that sub rule being abolished, I think he is going to get just a general bump up by just being on the ground. Pure and simple as that. He might even get forward status later on. He did have it last year, but I think at this point, 22 years old, is ready for that breakout. He has to be. He's been smashing it out at waffle level for so long, and he just needs that chance. And I think 2026 is the year we see Neil Erasmus bump right up. Hopefully gets above a 75 average, I'm hoping.